Hey guys, welcome to Afrohub and thank you so much for watching. In this video, I'll be doing a get to know me tag where I've asked you guys on my Instagram and Facebook pages to ask me questions or what you'd like to know about me. So the catch on this video is that I asked my cousin to compile all the questions that you guys have given me. So it's actually going to be my first time seeing them with you. The responses were so overwhelming and thank you to everyone who participated. I really do appreciate it. If you love this video, then please consider subscribing and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So the questions are all in here.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And we've shuffled them all around, so they're not in any particular order. And yeah, guys, I'll answer as honest as I can so that you guys can get to know me. Let's put it here. First question. What does your name mean? So my name, Siphokuhle, is actually a Xhosa sentence, which like the full sentence is Siphokuhle, just with a contraction. So it's like Siphokuhle. It actually means give us good. Siphokuhle. Next question. Okay, so the next question is, are you single? No. Next question. How was your childhood? Wow. My childhood was very carefree. I was a very wild child. And I grew up with boys. I always thought I was a boy because of my two cousins that were boys. So whatever that they were doing, I'd want to do it with them. So maybe we would go hunting for birds. We'd play cricket. My childhood, guys, like I was just a very fearless child. I was actually a bully. Nani? Like I was actually a bully. Yeah, we used to play everything from uduva to unqonqa to omamqeyi to puka. I was terrible with puka. And by the way, like I was terrible at every game, but my friends were always forced to choose me. Have any books you read that changed your life? Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say 50 Shades and Reflections of a Man by Mr. Armani Soul.
Oh my God! Wow!
Those books changed my life. Y'all should read them. 50 Shades, it changed my life in terms of romance, how I viewed romance before 50 Shades and how I viewed romance after 50 Shades. Because remember, I read the book when I was in grade 10, when I read 50 Shades of Grey, all 3 books. Mr. Armani Soul came at the perfect time, which was in grade 11 when I went through my first heartbreak and I just needed, someone to tell me, just how to be a strong woman. Like, of course, pain is not the same, but like back then it felt like, oh, this is the end of the world. And, Mr. Armani Soul also helped a lot in like my journey of not dating. I feel like the books would just always like encourage you. It's like it was either you get the right man or you just keep on waiting. Next question. Okay, I think now let me just go dig deep within. Okay. Wow. what are you hoping to achieve with the channel? Through the channel, I am hoping to change the narrative and how we view Africa and all that comes with Africa. Spirituality, culture, language, dressing, just everything that comes with the package. I'm hoping that I spark love that already exists within us as, you know, the African young people. Everyone is born with the truth and the love for who they are. And, you know, some of us, and I was a part of those people, have forgotten it. And I'm just hoping to spark, you know, love and interest in ourselves through this channel. Through this channel, I'm hoping to learn for myself, because the more I'm learning, the more I'm growing in this journey, and also to take other people with me, because I feel like I learned, and then now I'm at the point where I'm like, this is such an amazing journey of, you know, African spirituality and, you know, African awakening. And it's like, I wanted to share it with other people so that they can also go on their journeys, and the journeys will be totally different. And that's the beauty about it. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. Okay, so this comes from, so I'm not going to be saying, I just decided like not to say who asked what. So this one says, what I don't know about you, most embarrassing moment. Hey, most embarrassing moment. What is my most embarrassing moment?
5 minutes later. 6.5 hours later.
Yo guys, because now I have to like think. Embarrassing moment. What is my most embarrassing? My most embarrassing moment. Wow, why is this question so difficult? Like, what is my most embarrassing moment?
2,000 years later.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This was like, I don't think I've actually told this story before. Wow, guys, like, this is taking me way back. Yeah, I actually haven't told this story, like, and I'm sure people who went to school with me would know it, but like I never outward voluntarily told people about it. So it was in grade 5. I was still living in East London, going to St. Anne's Primary School, and we had a play, and I was supposed to play. I was like the second main character. I don't know what the play was about. It was in grade 5. But I was in a play, it was during assembly, and we were acting out, and my character was just a very important, it was the main character, actually, in the play. And when I was supposed to speak, when I was supposed to speak, I stood and I stopped, and then I looked at my teacher and I screamed, "Ma'am, I forgot my lines!"
No! God, please, no! No!
And yo guys, and like everyone was just like looking at me, and like Miss Reddy, she's still Miss Reddy. When I left, she was Miss Reddy. Miss Reddy looked at me and she was like, and then I just looked at her and I stopped, and the next person who was supposed to speak, it was Uzenande, and then Oh my gosh, I still remember. It was Uzelande, and then Uzelande was like, Uzelande was supposed to speak like after, and then Uzelande just carried on, like, and her character was supposed to speak to my character, so it was like so awkward, and like she was like speaking and continuing, and I was supposed to continue, and I just felt so out of place in the play. Like I could not reboot from what happened. So throughout the play, I was just quiet, and then people just had to continue without my character saying anything. And then after assembly, everyone would come to me and they'd be like, "Man, I forgot my lines." Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. I can't believe I remember that, but that was very embarrassing. If you could change something about the world, what would it be and why? Yeah. Like, you guys, I thought I was the only old soul around here, but it seems as if like everyone else are just old souls who just want deep, meaningful conversations. I love this. I love this. Especially I'm attracting the right crowd. So what I would change about the world is that I would change the situation that Africa has found herself in. Poverty, like it's real, and I feel like the more I'm gonna be going to all these different countries, learning about all these cultures, I will be more exposed to it than I already am, because what we see on TV and what is like totally different. I would change poverty in Africa for us to have our own currency as the continent and not as countries, so that we can be like a united front. Because now it's like you've got countries that are poor, you've got countries that are crawling, you've got countries that, you know, think they're better, but they're not, because we're all struggling in one way or the other. So I think that's what I would change. Poverty in Africa, it's real, you know? We might not be exposed to it in South Africa as harshly as other countries, but there still are people and they're struggling. And I think everyone deserves to enjoy their life on earth, because we only live once, you know, we only here once. We might be living in our next dimension of the world, but like in this world, we only live once, and everyone needs to have chances and not be limited by where you're born. Because I always think, I'm like, what if I was born in, you know, these countries that have got wars? How does it feel? You don't ask to be born, you're just born in that country, and there's wars, and you can't go to school, and, you know, and all these other things. So, yeah. Wow, guys, I just depressed myself. Thank you. Hey, next question. Ujola nobani wama top 7. Ujola nobani wama top 7. Ooh, whoa, guys, wow, okay. Okay. Next question. When was your last relationship? Ish, guys, what's up with Mjolo? Like, why? It's always Mjolo. Like, what's up, guys? What's wrong? When was my last relationship? My last relationship is now. Okay. Oh. What kind of a friend are you? Wow. I'd say I'm that loud one in the crew. I'm the type of friend that would move mountains for their friends. I think I'm very supportive. I bring a lot of stability in friendship. Hence I've got a few friends because for me, quality than quantity. And I always try to find meaningful friendships. If I can't call you when I am gasping for air on the floor, crying, not knowing what to do with life, then what are we doing?
I am the one, the way you're talking.
What made you want to start the channel? I realized that we don't have documented information, and it's a great thing at the same time because it's like no one can really tamper with our information, but at the same time it's a bad thing because it means that the information can die out. Hence earlier I even mentioned that a journey is very different from like different people. We can both start on this journey, but our outcomes will not be the same. I just wanted to create a knowledge hub where when you want to know something, you just click and you go in. How do you do this? What is this ritual? How do I do this? So that we can be pure Africans. That's the lighter explanation. The rest, guys. Your nicknames growing up. Mpoza. No Besi, no Pensane, Bully Girl, Siphokuhle. Okay guys, Siphokuhle is something that I gave myself from matric. I was so tired of all these other snacks names. No Tatiko. How many languages do you speak and what are they? Home language is Xhosa, English, Zulu, Xhosa, similar. I would say Tswana, but if you can speak Tswana, then you can speak Sesotho. I'm 40% into Tshivenda. I love it. It's my, African French. If you could advise 18-year-old you, what would you say? 18-year-old me I was matric. I would advise her to not stress about her future. I would tell her that it's already written. Just relax and just walk. Just go. Don't stress about where you're going. It's written. It's there. And it's beautiful. The reason why I'm saying this to her is because when I was 18, I did not know what to study. I was completely blank. I just had so much uncertainty about the future. I was so stressed about the fact that I was not going to university like everyone else. And, I was just so stressed about the future, and I would worry. And I remember I would even stay in the bathroom and just sit there for a good hour, not bathing, just thinking and crying. It was already written. It was a journey. I had to go through it. And now, 22-year-old me, looks back and is like, I needed to go through that because that was so important for who I am now. Because the way I'm so grounded in my journey and the way I'm so focused in my future is because of that uncertainty. And when I found it, I grabbed it with both hands and I'm still, So yeah, I'd say that to every 18-year-old actually. Relax. Relax. I feel like all of us, when we come to this earth, we all have a purpose, and it's just a matter of time until we find it. Of course, there are certain things that we need to do to find that purpose, but it's written, it's there. It's just waiting for you to want to find it.
Do it! Just
Last question. If there is a next life, who would you want to be? Guys, normally these get to know me tags are not this deep. Honestly, guys, I haven't thought about this. Who would I want to be? In the next life, who would I want to be? If I say Beyonce, but not in a sense of fame and being able to sing and perform, but on a sense of hardworking, getting what she wants, breaking boundaries, unapologetic, just the powerhouse of a person that she is. I think I'd want to be that in the next life. But I don't think I need a next life to be that. Hence I always, associate myself and be around what I want and people that inspire me and things that I want to see in my life. I think it's so difficult to answer this question because I think it's because I've just always structured my mind as in you only live once in this world. So I've always never wanted to live a life of regret. Hence I always do what I'm passionate about. I always do what I love because I'm always like, you only live once, so do it. So I don't know. I hope I answered it. And that was the last question, guys. Thank you so much. I am so tired. That was amazing. I loved the questions.